Yo, what's good everyone? I'm here to show you guys my solo 3.0 builds for my Warlock and my Hunter today. I would show you guys my Titan too, but I don't play on Titan that much, so I wouldn't know exactly what would work the best. But there are some fragments that you should have on between any class. Alright, so starting off with the class ability. The Rift is probably stronger, to be honest, but I like Phoenix Dive because I like running and gunning and I don't like having to stay in one area. So I have Phoenix Dive on over the Rifts, but Healing Rift is still really strong, so it's not a bad idea having a Rift over Phoenix Dive. Still use Burst Glide over both these glides because Burst Glide is just better. Now for the melee. Celestial Fire is a longer range melee, and Incinerator Snap is closer range. They're both extremely good. Incinerator Snap still does a lot of damage in PvP, and it also scorches people. So obviously, if they get scorched enough, they can ignite and they blow up and they die. But me personally, I find more use in Celestial Fire, so I choose to use Celestial Fire. But don't sleep on Incinerator Snap. Like either or, it's still really good. As weird as it sounds, on a Warlock, yes, I use Trip Mine Grenades and not Solar Grenades or like Firebolts or anything. Just because I like Trip Mine Grenades so much. I use them on Hunter, and I use like Lightning Grenades and Spike Grenades on Hunter and Titan as well. So I just like the cone kind of grenades where you throw it on the wall and someone can run into it. Out of the 3 fragments, I think this is the one that should always be on. And then my second one is Heat Rises, and this is the one that you can switch like whenever you want to. Me personally, I find more use in Heat Rises because I like Heat Rises allows you to ADS and float at the same time. And when you don't have Heat Rises on, like you say you have this one on, when you try to float in ADS, it just cancels your jump. I'll show you an example. Alright, so here we are on the new map. And this is what I mean by you can aim and jump without your jump getting canceled with Heat Rises. So you jump and you can ADS and you're still gliding. And even though inner accuracy is nerfed, you can still use it here and there. And this is your jump glide without Heat Rises. It just cancels your jump. Yeah, so for that reason, I use Heat Rises over Touch of Flame. But Touch of Flame would provide more use in PvE, so it is definitely worth switching off of Heat Rises if you do put it on to Touch of Flame whenever you play PvE. And now for the fragments. The first one. Radiant and Restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. Final blows with Solar Super cause targets to ignite. It's basically just combustion, Ember combustion. You just kill something with your super, they blow up. Now, this is one of the fragments that you should have on any Solo 3.0 build, in my opinion. Like, this should always be on. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. Basically, you don't have to kill anything with your melee attack. All you have to do is hit them with one part of it, and then you get radiant for a long time, and then your teammates get radiant. So with this fragment on and this fragment on, when you hit somebody with your melee ability, you get radiant for 15 seconds. That's 15 seconds of a free damage boost, basically. And the last fragment, your soul ignitions have increased area effect. It's just that your combustion explosions are just bigger. That's it. All right, now for the Hunter. All right, so on the Hunter's got a new dodge called Acrobat's Dodge. When you dodge, you leap either forward or backwards. I'm pretty sure you can't go side to side, but it makes you and your teammates that are near you radiant, which is a free damage boost. So this is actually pretty viable if you were to use this over like one of the old dodges. You should always be using Strafe Jump. Strafe Jump is still the move. Now for the melees, you have 4 options: the weighted throwing knife, the knife trick, lightweight throwing knife, and the proximity explosive knife. Me personally, I've always liked the weighted throwing knife because if you get a headshot, it just it gives you your melee ability back, like instantly with no cooldown, and then plus also it looks better for clips. Like come on, you told me you never seen someone like say Wallaba throw like 3 knives at 3 different people's heads, and then go do something else that's crazy as fuck. Yeah. So me personally, the weighted throwing knife is the move. But Knife Trick, don't sleep on Knife Trick. Knife Trick is really good because when you throw all three knives, I'm pretty sure you can still get crits on them, and they burn. So it's basically like hitting somebody with Thorn. It makes them recover longer. So it actually is a pretty good option. The proximity throwing knife, it's just exactly how it was before. It's not bad, but if you want to use the knife like a trip mine, then this would be the option. See, now me personally, the lightweight throwing knife, it's not bad, but I feel like there's just simply more use in having the heavyweight throwing knife. And also the fact that it makes you radiant, it is good, but I'll show you why you won't need that later on. My grenade, trip mine grenade, as always, just like stuck on my Warlock. I just love using trip mine grenades. These grenades are just really fun to use. Look better in clips too. All right, now for the aspects. On your mark. Now for Hunter, I feel like on your mark is one of the ones you should always have on, just because it just does too much. You get, first of all, you get 3 fragment slots, and then just for dodging, you get basically Dragon Shadow handling and reload speed for like 15 seconds, I think it is. So on your mark, in my opinion, is a must. And then second aspect, sorry, is knock him down. It just makes your super, whichever one you choose, just straight better. So the 3-shot golden gun gets a small amount of damage resist. It's not that much, but I think it might be enough to actually save you for some stuff. The 6-shooter golden gun gets increased duration, which doesn't sound like it'll be that good until you go and shoot 1 billion shots and kill the entire team twice, and you still have your golden gun. And Blade Barrage, it just makes it like old Blade Barrage, where it just nukes everything, and there's so many knives that you're basically guaranteed to kill if you use it. Unless, I mean, it's still possible to shank, because I've done it before twice in one match, but it does make your Blade Barrage really fucking good. All right, so now for the fragments on Hunter. I got Ember of Singeing. Your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. Ember of Solace. Radiant and restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. And Ember of Torches. Power melee attacks make you and your nearby allies radiant. See, this is the reason why I say you don't need the lightweight knife, because if you just have this on, which in my opinion I think you should always have on in any class, if you hit anybody with your heavy-weighted throwing knife, or just any of these knives, you're gonna get radiant. And then since it's increased duration, you get it for 15 seconds. So you basically just have a lightweight throwing knife. You have the ability of a lightweight throwing knife in the heavyweight throwing knife, but if you get a headshot with the heavyweight throwing knife, not only does it do more body shot damage, but if you get a headshot with it, then you get it instantly. So you can just reproc. If you are good enough, you could just reproc radiant whenever you want to, because if you can get a kill with the throwing knife. All right, now back to the fragments. Ember of Combustion as well. Final ability of your Solar Super causes targets to ignite. And Ember of Beams. Your Solar Super has stronger target acquisition. See, the main reason why I have these two on, if I was running Golden Gun, I wouldn't run Ember of Beams, because Golden Gun already has like a crazy amount of aim assist. So like you don't really need more aim assist, and I don't think it'll give it more aim assist. But if you're running Blade Barrage like I am currently, then the knives have stronger tracking, which is useful. So with these two in combination, the knives have stronger tracking, and anyone you hit with a knife causes them blow up, which could give you kills that you didn't even think you would get. But if I were to be using Golden Gun, I would use Marksman, and I would take off Ember of Beams, and I'd probably put on Ember of Blistering, just because because whenever you get a Golden Gun kill, or just a Solar Ignition kill in general, you get more grenade energy. And since we have Solar Supers cause the target to ignite, you get grenade energy just for getting a super kill. All right, so that's my 3.0 subclass, my Solar 3.0 subclasses for Hunter and Warlock. I hope you guys enjoyed. If I do start playing a Titan again, then I guess I'll make another video on my Solar 3.0 Titan. But until then, I love you all. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck grinding, and see ya.